That pyramid of cups might have fallen down at William Beanes Elementary School, but at the recent Men Make a Difference Day, the theme was all about building up. Everywhere you looked, egos soared, and there was a palpable sense of pride as children welcomed their dads, granddads, and uncles to a day devoted to strengthening ties and, in some cases, learning how to knot them. You've been smiling the whole time. Are you having a good time today?
Yes.
Yeah. So, did you know how to tie a tie before today?
No.
No. And do you think you can be able to do it from now on?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you want to say to your dad for coming out here today?
Thank you, and thank you for helping me learn how to make a tie. Tie a tie.
Why'd you come?
I wanted to make a difference in my son's life and show him that, I'm around, not just as his father, but as his friend too.
Whether they were teaching their children how to shave with foamy face balloons, hopscotching with them on the playground, or just giving them safe harbor in a crazy world, the dads were modeling what it means to be a man as only they know how.
We want children to understand that there are things that only dads can really teach you, like how to tie a tie. Even if you're a woman, you may have a son one day, or you may have to tie a tie for your husband. And so those are critical skills that both boys and girls need to learn, as well as how to shave. Dads are perfect at that.
I'm a very concerned father. My kids, they live with me, my daughters and everything. So believe me, anything that happens in the school, I know about it. Just a little bit out of breath right now.
But it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, of course. Of course, love the children, man. Love the children.
Getting winded and breaking a sweat is all part of making life, and that includes high-energy stepping, look easy. Roosevelt High School's Dem Raiders boys aren't national champion steppers and undefeated for the past 5 years for nothing. Practicing up to 5 days a week for hours on end, they continue to gain renown and lose weight at the same time.
It is a lot of hard work, but it's also very fulfilling. Like, those guys over there, those are my brothers. Like, those are my little brothers. I look out for them. We push each other forward. This actually has impacted my life. I eat a lot healthier now than I used to. I actually lost 20 pounds over the course of a year once I joined this team. Yeah, it's crazy.
And while it was the dads at William Beanes, the men making a difference for the Roosevelt step team are the coach and the steppers themselves.
Having a good role model makes a huge difference from how these young guys, their minds work. Seeing how some of the kids transform from the day they get on the team to the day they graduate is always amazing and a privilege to watch, because some of them may not have that role model at home. And just being around, myself and even their alumni who I spoke about before, or even their other peers who are on the team as well, it kind of pushes them to do better, to make sure they uphold not only the reputation that this team has, but just because when you see the person next to you doing well, you want to do well as well.
In my life, I've always been very a shy person, but as soon as I got into this team and really meeting all the new people and really being taken under Coach Richard's wing, I feel as though I've definitely grown into a better person, really because of him. He's definitely changed my life. Especially being a leader on the team and being the captain of the team for 2 years now. I have had to be a role model for everybody else on the team, especially the younger kids. You just have to understand that there are definitely opportunities for you to do something wrong and definitely opportunities for you to get in trouble, but you have to have that common sense and that knowledge to not do that.
Choreographing each move just as precisely as they organize their lives, the steppers, not surprisingly, are also phenomenal students.
Right now, I have a 3.9 cumulative, and I definitely attribute it to being on this team and being around all the smart people on this team, because the cumulative on this team is a 3.6, and that's everybody together, and that's amazing.
So energetic that they threaten to fall through the stage, which they have done. The steppers never fail to dazzle or tug at the emotions, as they did when they really stepped up at a recent credit union meeting.
The presentation was so amazing, it almost put a tear in my eye. It was just so powerful, the way they stepped, the facial expressions, everything. They put their entire bodies into it. And it just brings out something inside of you that is just so amazing.
Congratulations and thanks to dem Raider boys, who along with dads and teachers and coaches are men making a difference in the Prince George's County Public Schools. This is Dave Zarin reporting.